Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity. I hope everyone had an absolutely awesome weekend, and I'm up today with all sorts of stuff. But first up, I want to talk about my happy mail. There's a lady who watches this channel who's also in the craft group that I'm in called Shelley Nowick. Also, I think she uses the name Rochelle. I'm not sure. She might need to correct me on that one. But she was watching a couple of weeks ago. If you remember, I actually pulled my arm out of its socket and my shoulder was really quite sore. And I received a package on Saturday from Amazon. In fact, it wasn't a package. It was rather a large box. And it's one of those boxes that's too big to fit under my camera because, you know, I'm like 12 inches square sort of thing up to the lens and then down to my mat. And it is a Sizzix Vagabond die cutting machine, which is electronic. And the note in that basically was that I could put my dies through without having to crank a handle and hurt my shoulder. I was absolutely stunned. I mean, to me, that is a sort of like Christmas birthday kind of gift that you would receive, and I am so grateful. I was so touched. It did bring tears to my eyes, actually, and I do thank you so much for that. And I have tried it out and it's just absolutely wonderful. And you know, I just don't know what to say. I was speechless. I still am speechless. So thank you very much, Shelley. And that's my happy mail, which I did show in the image that usually comes up for my videos, but it's just too big to fit under my camera. So once again, thank you. Right, now then, next up is my project share. And in my project, I've used my lovely sparkly watercolors again. They're actually dried out now, so I shut the lid. So I'm keeping these on my desk. I want to use them as often as possible. So I use those. I used one of the clipboard clips that I received in my haul, and I've used one of my stamps here that I received in my haul. These are from my haul last week, so I will try and link that if YouTube allows me to do that. And I used one of the ice cream Polaroid frames. It's got ice cream stamped on it. I've got it in upside down there. And I have tried really hard to find these and link them. And the seller who was selling them has still got the image on the page, but not the product. But I'll keep searching for those who wanted it. And clearing my throat, I've also used the KS Craft memory decks with the Polaroid cameras. And what I did was, I've got a spare one left over because I cut both of them out. This one's the larger one, and I just hold it together with some tape there. My camera's going a bit wibbly wobbly. There you go. Just watercolor cardstock so I can watercolor it. None of the pieces will fall out because I've got my tape on the back, but I've also used that. And then I just paired it with the things that I made last week, and I just absolutely love it. There's that clipboard clip, and it's kind of like in the charcoal, and I did the camera in the same colour, but I put some glossy accents on it. And I just threw everything on there. And the Memdex is watercolour cardstock as well. Obviously, I've got to finish the back. You must always finish the back on your memory decks. But it's just the ice creams and the lemons that I did last week. And that's what I used that was new. The ice cream Polaroid frame there around that little fox. I hope it's a fox. Well, it's not a squirrel, is it? No. Even I can't get that wrong at this time of the day. But I just absolutely love it. It's totally loaded up, and I will watercolour the entire back of it, but just love it. Right, so that's the project that I got up to, and that's my spare camera there. And then I got a haul of some stamps, which are these. And I know it's not Easter, but it says have the best Easter. But they're little character balloons. So you've got the carrot, you've got the rabbit, you've got the chick, and you've got the lamb, and then you've just got an Easter egg, and then they've got the bits at the bottom. So obviously I like to stamp things and show you that they work. So I did stamp and fussy cut these two, And there are the balloon strings, which of course when I attach them down will be correct. But I just think they're so, so sweet. So that's my little haul. And then my other little haul, I went off to Walmart and I bought some of these, and I thought I'm going to organise my blending foams. So if you remember my sequins, they're in tubes like this, but they're in the much, much bigger one. In fact, I'll grab it so that you can see. Right, I just paused briefly there so that you can see the size difference. So these sequin ones are also from Walmart. These are, I think you get 4 for $1.97 in these, and they are quite large. And as you can see, I've got like charms and all sorts of stuff that I keep in the big ones. But popping that down over there, I thought I'm going to swatch my blending foams that I got from AliExpress, and I have ordered some more, so I'm waiting on those so that I can finish it off. And then all I did was use a fine line Sharpie from Dollar Tree and quite literally write on there what they are. Squeeze lemonade. So if I change my mind, I can just use a little bit of hand sanitizer and wipe it off. But there you go. These are 6 in a pack for $1. So I thought that was really, really good. And carrying on with my swatching, I managed to get this far. So I've actually stacked them 12 high. So if you go along there, and then I can just stand them with my ink pads, which I've been putting in clear nail varnish, nail polish bottle racks. And what I've done is I've flipped them over, and then you can fit 2 distress oxide or distress ink pads into each kind of like slot. So if glancing over on my shelf, yeah, I can put 8 pads onto each shelf, and I've got 7 shelves on those nail polish bottle racks. So I started doing my blues, and I've left a space there for the new one, which is going to be the prize ribbon. But when you turn them upside down and you get to look at your pads, you get to really see what colours you want. And then when you want a colour, all you have to do is just screw the lid off, get your tool. You don't have to get, all mucky. It fits in there, and you've got your ink blender on there ready to go, and then you can just pop it in using your Velcro again and just pop it in there. It's going to keep it nice and fresh because, as you know, we get awful humidity here. So I was using some of those, and they only had 12 of these on the shelf. So I grabbed all 12, and I've just started going down in my weathered wood, and I'm going into my greens next. But I ran out of those blending foams because, you sort of like test something out and you don't know until you get it. And then when I did the demo of them last week, there's no difference between those and the branded ones. So I went in and ordered a lot more, and then I got 2 empties to fill up when they get here. So that's something that I highly recommend. And as I said, these are Walmart. They're $1 for 6. They come in a pack, and I think they're called Mary Jane or something like that on the Walmart website. And you can order them off the Walmart website, except they only let you have a maximum of 11 packs. So 11 would be all you could get. If you want more, you have to just go in the store and load up your trolley. Right, so that was an interesting one today, wasn't it? I think so. And there's my little bit of organisation. I had some fabulous happy mail. I got my little project, which I absolutely love. And I've got my tiny little haul there. And of course, tomorrow is the Tuesday tutorial. And I do know I have a DIY art bin haul. So I'm just going to, go for it, show you the haul, choose something from that and make it straight away. Right, I do thank you so much for watching. Have an absolutely awesome day. And as usual, all links below. Bye.